People rarely ask how you're doing. They ask what you've achieved, how much you earn, whether you're married, if you've bought a house, as if life were a checklist with an expiration date. Hana was 29 years old, and according to that checklist, she was failing. Every morning she woke up to the same alarm. She prepared for work half asleep, sat through traffic, completed tasks she didn't enjoy, and returned home too tired to think about changing anything. She wasn't unhappy all the time, but she wasn't happy either. She simply existed. Some evenings she scrolled through social media. A former classmate smiling beside her husband, another posting photos from Europe, someone celebrating a promotion, another showing keys to a newly purchased apartment. Each picture seemed to whisper the same message. Everyone else figured it out, except you. Hana knew social media showed only the best moments, yet she couldn't stop comparing. She remembered being 20 years old. Back then, she believed her life would be exciting. She imagined traveling to unfamiliar places, reading books that changed her perspective, learning new skills, building a career she would proudly talk about, maybe even becoming someone younger Hana would admire. But somewhere between expectations, responsibilities, and fear, those dreams quietly disappeared. One Sunday, Hana attended a family gathering. The house was noisy. Children ran around laughing. Relatives discussed investments, weddings, and school admissions. At first, she enjoyed helping in the kitchen and talking to her cousins. Then she heard someone call her name. It was her aunt. She smiled politely. "So, Hana, what have you achieved these days?" The room suddenly felt smaller. Hana forced a smile. "I'm working," her aunt nodded. "Of course. But what else? Have you thought about settling down? Buying a home? Planning your future?" Hana looked at her tea. She wanted to explain. She wanted to say she felt lost, that she spent months trying to decide what she truly wanted, that sometimes getting out of bed already felt like an achievement. But she simply smiled and changed the subject. Hours later, she returned home. She removed her shoes, placed her bag on a chair, and sat quietly on the edge of her bed. The silence felt heavier than usual. She replayed the conversation again and again. Maybe her aunt was right. Maybe she really had wasted years. Maybe she was behind. Maybe she had missed her chance. Tears slowly rolled down her face. She hated crying, not because it hurt, but because it reminded her how exhausted she had become. She lay down and stared at the ceiling. After a while, she decided to clean a shelf she had ignored for years. Old books, college notes, folders filled with papers. And then she found it. A small blue notebook covered in dust. She opened it. The pages smelled old. Inside were doodles, quotes, and handwritten plans. Evidence of a younger version of herself. A girl who believed life was still full of possibilities. Hana smiled through her tears. She had forgotten this notebook even existed. She turned another page and stopped. Something written years ago caught her attention. She read it twice, then a third time. Outside her window, the city lights flickered. For the first time in months, she felt something different. Not happiness, not confidence, just a tiny spark, a possibility. Perhaps she wasn't behind. Perhaps she had simply stopped moving.